again. Welcome to our Power Lunch Live. I'll be reading a small intro and bio about Mya Pearle Nirenberg. Mya, the innovative mind behind Ralia brand, is the driving force propelling its two unique branches, Ralia Retreats and Ralia Realty. Her overarching vision is to grant renters access to holistic well-being and to offer investors opportunities for fostering stronger, more vibrant communities. Drawing upon her 17-year background in nutritional science, before founding Ralia, she comprehends the pivotal role that nutrition, exercise, and genuine connections play in the pursuit of a healthy lifestyle. Mya's expertise shines in curating and overseeing a thriving portfolio of spaces meticulously designed to seamlessly connect individuals with nature, with one another, and with their own inner selves. Under Mya's stewardship, Ralia transcends being a mere real estate brand. It embodies a complete lifestyle enriched by the core values of community and well-being. Mya, welcome.
Thank you. Well, I guess we're done the interview then. Now everybody knows me.
Yeah, exactly. Now everybody knows you. No, you could still tell us. Tell us about a little bit of who you are.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here on your
Thank
podcast,
you.
and it's kind of a full circle moment for me, and I guess it describes who I am fully, which is I love to be in connection with people. I love one-on-ones. This is actually my happy place, chatting with somebody one-on-one. Not always with people watching, but it's really my happy place to get to connect with people. So when you shared with me over a year ago that you were going to be starting a podcast and now being on it, I feel like this is truly a full circle moment for me.
Oh, wow. That's nice. I'm so happy. I'm happy you supported me as well. I did envision it, and look at us today, right? So, Mya, do you want to share with everyone, with the community, what you do exactly?
Yeah, so I wear many hats in a smaller business. I run a small business based out of Montreal. Now, I do own real estate as part of this business. I run our family office in investments and real estate developments. So that takes me out of Montreal to fun locations like Costa Rica and up north of Montreal. So I get to do some investment in these areas, and I envision more. We have this goal of owning in Europe and perhaps on the west coast of Canada. So as things develop, we will be sharing, more and more of like where that takes us. But our heart is here in Montreal, and we love, investing in this area. We love our city. I say we, like me and my husband are partners in this, and yeah, we're very much involved in the real estate world.
That's great. That's great. And why is it that wellness and health is so important for you?
Yeah, so that's my background. And when I was 17, 18 years old, deciding what I wanted to do for a career, it was coming off the back of my parents actually experiencing chronic illness. And anyone who's had loved ones that have gotten chronically ill in some way know that the helpless feeling that could create. And so I really did feel like I wanted to help. And I thought, well, why don't I just study and figure out how I can help them? And also help other people at the same time. I was definitely interested in helping people. So I thought, well, I'll go into health. I'll become maybe a doctor. That's what everybody thinks going, into university. So I was, pre-med. And I I specialized in nutrition in that pre-med degree. And I fell in love with nutrition. And I was an athlete at the same time. I was a high-performing ice hockey player. So I kind of combined nutrition, sports, wanting to help people, and out popped a sports dietitian from my degree. And that's where my health background comes from. So I really wanted to take that. When I shifted full-time into managing the real estate, me and my husband started to acquire and then having more of a direction with that. I wanted to bring that love of wellness and helping people feel better and live healthier lives into real estate as well.
Mm. That's why you always want to incorporate health and wellness together into real estate.
Yeah, I didn't shift from that desire. It just kind of looks different now. And I think spaces and our environment where we live, not, I don't think, I know, and I learned this after so many years of coaching nutrition, that if you set up your environment for success, that you're more successful. Just imagine what's in your fridge and your cupboards right now.
Exactly.
You'll be more successful eating great quality foods if that's what you have in your environment.
That's right. That's right. And what is the most useful advice after spending 17 years in a nutrition career that you can share with us?
Yeah, I love this one because I can sum it all up to one fun piece of advice that's good for almost everybody. And that is to consume greens every day. It's not something you necessarily think about, but it's like the idea of exercising every day. You can do something to move if you have greens every day. And I once saw this green smoothie girl concept on Instagram, and that's all she was sharing and selling. And I thought, you know, that's actually pretty smart. It's like the one thing everybody could be doing every day is having a green smoothie.
Having a green smoothie.
It wouldn't be too challenging. Yeah. So I don't have that every day. I will not tell you I have a green smoothie every day. That's not my truth, but I do have it as one of the top of my lists of things to consume, and it keeps me pretty sustained and pretty healthy.
Okay. That's a nice advice. Okay, so it's nice you shifted, but you added real estate. And what makes real estate so exciting?
Well, there's so much to it. There's so many moving parts. When you think of real estate, it sounds kind of like overarching. It's a big topic. So we can go into specializations. And I get excited for hospitality. I love hosting, and I love seeing, well, I love what vacations can do for people and travel. So I get excited to shift things in the hospitality industry. And that's where I'm focused right now. But I'm also at the same time excited to see what else I can do. So I'm continuing to dabble in working with residential, like apartments. And, you know, imagine, I've seen so many experiences where people in Montreal show up to their new apartment. They don't know anybody in their building. They have no connection, they have no interaction, there's no community, and then they're just in this little bubble in this huge community, or the community that doesn't exist, this huge building.
True.
And so I thought, well, there's things that can be done there. So I have like a little project on a smaller building with 4 apartments that's instantly giving people community and connection, just little things like that. So even in things out of the hospitality industry, I'm kind of innovating this health and wellness piece. But I get excited by those. So it's not just being a real estate owner and fixing plumbing. It's so much more than that.
It's more than that. Yeah. You really want to build a community around your real estate. Absolutely. And what would be the hardest part in what you're doing? What would you say?
It's, you know, I didn't come from a family that, you know, had a lot of wealth growing up. So this idea of sending like large amounts of money for, let's say, renovations, or envisioning these bigger businesses that just, I think, move more money in one shot. Those are scary. Those are scary parts of the business. And anyone who's seen a business grow over time and is seeing larger and larger amounts of money move, sometimes it can create that edge if you're not, you know, used to that. And so growing into that business volume has been a little scary. Also shifting careers and not knowing everything and feeling like I want to know everything and be an expert, but I need to find my team of experts, and I have been finding these amazing people like yourself who can surround me and become the experts in these different areas because they've had beautiful careers already. So I'm really leveraging my network at this point to overcome that fear, but those are the biggest challenges.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're challenges, but they're positive challenges in the long run because you're going to learn from them.
They put you on your edge. They keep you
Yes,
like a little bit nervous, which is
exactly.
good.
A
You
little
want to have some
nervous, a
excitement.
little, curious, and a little more, because I know you always like to educate yourself. You love to read, and you like to learn about everything and not just delegate. You would like to know to the bottom of things, right?
Oh yeah, I love learning and feeling like an expert. It's almost like to a fault, right? That I want that degree. I have several degrees in nutrition, so I had to
Okay.
go pretty far and study for so long before I was able to say, okay, I can start kind of sharing this knowledge. I learned my lesson though. Now I'm just diving in with real estate. This is a like, learn by fire and shift quickly, and so I'm learning
I
to be more of
love
an
it.
entrepreneur that way. Yeah.
I love it, especially coming from a woman.
We
That's another
we
topic.
don't go, yeah, we don't leap as easily, huh?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. We don't leap as easily, but you have a nice support around you,
Yes.
and including me, of course. And so my next question would be, let's see, and who do you most admire?
Yeah, I love this question because she always sits in kind of the back of my mind, or like why I'm excited to do things that make an impact in the world, because I do want to make a positive impact.
Yes.
And so like to make a huge impact in the world would be amazing. So I just really admire Malala Yousafzai.
Mm-hmm.
She runs the Malala Fund. She really has done a tremendous amount for a woman in her 20s. She's done a tremendous amount for girls' education in the world, and I just look at the impact that one person can have, and I'm in awe. I'm really in awe of her.
Okay. Nice. Interesting. So the ones who don't know her can look her up.
Yeah, and she has an Instagram and everything. I would highly encourage you to follow what she's doing. So much impact on, in especially in areas where girls don't have access to
Right.
education like we do here.
Right. That's right. Absolutely. And what projects do you want to share with the listeners today that's coming up? Your future projects, or do you want to talk about your current ones and then your future ones?
Yeah, I have a couple of amazing Montreal-based projects. So I'll speak to the Montreal projects, but I do have, I'll nod to Costa Rica at the end. So right now, with your Sip and Shop opening up next week, we
Mm.
are launching alongside of your big event an access for Montrealers to get seasonal retreats for groups. I'm really excited for this product. It's the idea that you can take a day or a half day and bring your work team or yourself or your family and come to our location an hour north of Montreal.
Okay.
And you get hosted to have an immersion in nature, to have a work day in nature, what have you. So we're going to do this as a seasonal thing for teams if they want to take on the year, come once per season, or they just want to come once. So I love this product.
That's nice. That's now. Great. So
Yep.
you're launching that at the Sip and Shop on Tuesday.
Yes. And I thought, and I have a couple of other projects. We can probably go for a long time talking about this.
Okay.
There's a project on Saint Laurent. It's almost like I will tease that I want to share an interview with you about that project. So I myself am going to be launching a podcast in the next month or so, and we don't have the date yet, so I won't commit to a date. But when I launch this, we're going to be launching the explanation of the Saint Laurent project, which is coming up quick,
In the making.
and we're in renovations already, so this is a really fun one. And the thing I wanted to share for the listeners here is that at the Sip and Shop, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a free to spend time. It won't be a full retreat. It will be a time to spend time at one of our locations.
Okay.
So we're opening that up to Costa Rica as well, which is a beautiful beachfront on the ocean location. We are giving away 4 free nights there.
Oh.
And yes,
And
so we're going to have that at the Sip and Shop. With that?
Okay. You need to be there in person.
Well, you need to come to the Sip and Shop to be able to sign your name and be part of it. But if anyone really can't make it from your community and they want to reach out, I still do encourage them to reach out and maybe share this live with their community, and for that we'll put your name in the hat.
Okay, wonderful. Oh, yes, this will be shared for sure. This is going to go in our bio
Yeah.
and it's going to be transferred to Spotify and to YouTube.
Nice.
Yes, that's exciting. So, all right, everyone, get yourself at the sip and shop with your shoebox and you get a nice treat. You get to win a nice treat. So, Maya, about your retreat, how do you explain a retreat? What is a retreat for you, or what do you offer exactly in your
Yeah.
retreats?
Well, I felt after having attended a few retreats, and one of them being a yoga retreat, that the idea was that when you go on a retreat, it's some has one context. It's like maybe everyone just thinks it's yoga or you're doing guided activities the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But what I offer is customization of the retreat. So basically, it's not far from a highly concierged time during your travel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's similar to what travel agents might do, except that I work specifically at my locations. So you're working with the owner directly of the home, and then you can get all the services that we've tried as owners, plus what our community, I have a community leaders that can come in and lead you through a day of activities. So you have flexibility there, and it becomes a retreat, which is a time away from your usual routine to maybe rest, recover, celebrate, enjoy life, take pauses, but also sometimes people get an enormous amount of work done. It really
That's
just
right.
depends
It
on
could
what you
be.
need.
You're
Yeah.
right. So it could be disconnection. It could be. It could also be for bonding in a family.
Yeah.
Also for a team, right? Like a team bonding.
I adore having teams up because I think teams just do so much. You work so much in your business
Mm-hmm.
that just to like be able to turn off the management of everything, the doing, the hustle, and then just be together as colleagues. You don't get a
That's
lot of
right.
opportunities like that, and it really humanizes your work environment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what is something you believe about the future that's very important and that you would like to share?
Well, this can also be a little shout out to our Women Investing in Women
That's
events that we
right.
run together, our
Yes.
networking events. I
Mm-hmm.
think we can make enormous change through business. I think there's, if you're not a politician, I love my politicians and they're making change to policies through government. But our politicians need our businesses in order
Right.
for the economy to run. So if you focused all of your desire for change through how you run your business, how you show up, how you treat people, in my case, it's how I treat my tenants, my renters, my travelers, like how you treat people day to day, the people that
Mm-hmm.
do work for you, that comes out in your business, and then your business shines out to other people.
Exactly.
And hopefully, if it's a good business with good values and good people within, that you're growing. And so I love supporting especially women in business in Montreal through our events
That's
to
right.
grow their businesses
That's
and
right.
grow their
Well, you know
success.
what? Since we're on that note, why don't you share a little bit about women investing in women?
Yeah. So these are our partnership in bringing women into small group networking events, small being 8 to 10 women. And we love the power of a small group to really connect with people. Everyone gets the chance to speak, everyone gets the chance to share, and everyone gets to know everyone, which actually becomes a really powerful networking event. If you've ever been to a really big networking event where maybe you connect with one person or two people, and as people are always looking over their shoulders thinking, should I be
Oh,
speaking with
yeah.
somebody
I
else?
know those. You leave there with 20 business cards, you add them on LinkedIn, and then you never hear from anybody again.
It's
This
tough.
is different.
It's tough. It's tough to find the time to connect with
It is.
individually and to see where you cross. And so when you get a chance to speak a bit more about yourself, your hobbies, where you're at in life, who you are comes out, and people can see better where they cross with you in your business as
That's
well.
right.
So
That's
they're
right.
powerful. Yeah.
It's
And
powerful
we
because
do.
you support each other, we elevate each other, and we also, we ask what we want and what we're looking for. And sometimes each one of us in our own network has those contacts to share.
And that's what we're doing together about once a month. So Women Investing in Women, we post about it on Instagram. If
That's
you can get on our
right.
email list now. So if you're wondering how to get on that email list, then maybe message one of us directly. We'll get you right on it.
Absolutely. So you could look at Altitude Connections bio. We have a link where we have Women Investing Women. We have the Sip and Shop registration. We have all the information you need. And if you'd like more information, feel free to contact myself, the team, or even Maya. Good. Do you want to finish the note? Friday's note?
Well, Friday, like everyone who's joined us live, thank you so much for being here. It's always a very powerful, beautiful energy when people are here live. If you're
Mm-hmm.
listening to our recording, thank you. I'm so excited to know who you are and for us to connect. I really love this idea of this podcast that we're getting, voices of Montreal businesses
Right.
out. Thank you so much, Andrea, for everything you've done for our community and for me and for what's coming up. I'm very excited for next week. Thank you
So
so much.
are we. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time today. All right. Bye. Have a nice afternoon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.